So how much do you think a game can teach you? Just think about it. This video game series taught me so much about bikes than I would have learned. No, I'm talking about theoretical, of course. When you have to learn anything physically, driving, especially driving, you have to drive it on the road. You have to see when to release the throttle and the clutch. But this ride series, taught me so much from the way a bike should handle, how the different weather conditions affect your tires and how much grip you get, how much speed you have to go in the corners, depending on which what do you call it, angle of attack, headlights, brake lights, everything. This game is so detailed in its execution of, especially sports bikes. Now see, when you play MotoGP or what's the other one? MotoGP, and I forgot the other game, but the most famous is MotoGP. If you play MotoGP, it's about those high specifications, super powerful bikes. But what these series did, what Ride 4 series did, was they took out all those sports bikes, road bikes, road legal bikes, and they put it in a game. And this is so good. Now, and this series, this exact one that you can see on your screen, after they released the series, one episode, second episode, third, fourth, fifth episode, it was so the knowledge, that weight of the knowledge that I gained was so much exponential. It was just wow. And yeah, after I played this game, it's so good. Hey, by the way, have you checked my gameplay of those ride series? Do check it out. Now this one, for example, 97% of the bikes based on 3D scans for CAD. There, CAD of the original design. SAD was a computer. I forgot. I did my AutoCAD. AutoCAD was. See, this is the problem with engineering, man. we get out of touch. Computer something designs. Okay, computer something design. I forgot. 50 of the most common materials in real motorcycles: carbon fiber, leather, the different metals. Aluminium shines different. Silver, steel. I was gonna say silver, steel. The steel frame, aluminium frame, magnesium frame, all those. And where we paid close attention, internal and external parts of the headlights. Because the headlights are the eyes, am I right? The headlights are the eyes. In real life, when you look at a motorcycle, what is the first thing you see? Is it the shine of the color? Let's say it's a black bike, and usually riders wear this black leather jackets, and so when they ride, in real life, yeah, I'm talking about real life. So when you see, it is really hard to differentiate if they haven't turned on their headlights. So from any high-profile bikes, whenever you see, because the Ducati has that iconic, this like two headlights. Yamaha has those. What do you call that? Slightly. I keep forgetting the name of this. The different designs. That's a KTM, for example. So it is iconic. Those. I remember Kawasaki Ninja 250. It had only when it was dipper, when the headlight was down, only one of the headlights turned on. So that's one of the things that I noticed throughout this. And this is how they did it. Acropolis exhaust there. The way the sound designing. That's a freaking Hayabusa, man. Fireblade. And yeah, riding is cool. Riding is good. But on public roads, as we grow older, we certainly turn towards safety more. Now, of course, hey, I don't mind myself riding. Oh, baby, that's MT, Yamaha MT. But riding in public roads is so dangerous. It is just, you can drive as safe as you want, but some other driver can come and hit you, and things happen. There. This is the thing. The angle. That's what I'm talking about. The angle. There. How much lean angle can you go without losing grip of your tire? And when it comes down to the tires, it depends on the optimum operating range, how hot the tire is, how cold the tire is, what is the surface of the road itself. This one, in rainy season, it feels different. And I learned that different types of ABS. I thought that ABS was just one regular ABS. Oh yeah, what is ABS? Anti-lock brake system. All it does is it prevents you from skidding. But no, there are different types of ABS again. Like, whoa, awesome! Yamaha R1, baby, so cool. Even traction control. There's when you ask a non-rider person, let's say someone who goes to office and back, home, office, back, home, office, they have no idea that there are bike groups and bike motorcycle. When I say bike, I mean motorcycle. Okay, so there are bike trips that can be done. Imagine them. Imagine if you told someone, you can go riding a bike, you can go across the world. What are you talking about, man? You're so stupid. No, it has been done. 18,000 kilometers or something. I forgot the name of the rider, but he used this a cruiser bike, obviously. So, and he drove across the world 18,000 kilometers. And yeah, cruiser bikes, that's what they are meant for. Cruising at cruising speeds. You go at 60, you go at 100. It just keeps on going. Harleys are good examples of those. But sports bike has just that attractive factor. Sports bikes, they're so sexy. Of course, it's the beauty lies in the eye of the beholder, and I appreciate sports bikes much more than cruiser bikes because I'm not inclined towards Harleys. I respect them. Harley bikes are pretty good, quite powerful engines. I've seen them in real life. I think once or twice. We don't get expensive exotic sports bikes. Forget it, you don't get to see. You have to go to the city, mid-city if you're lucky. Maybe some rider groups will pass through and you can see, oh whoa, that's a Harley, that's a Ducati. Wow, that's the first time I'm seeing this. We don't usually see these high-end motorcycles outside of the showrooms, so it's quite rare. We're not in America, right? I think Harleys are quite common in America. In India, it's rare. It's quite rare. I'm currently in India, so I'm speaking from what I have seen. And when it comes down to faired bikes, like these faired bikes, it is you do see, but not super bikes. Now see, you have to differentiate. Super bikes is usually as a riders, we would say 250cc plus or 250cc plus. So even till 250cc is not exactly super bike. You have to reach at least 500cc, quad half liter bikes. So the most common and the most successful faired bike is what? Yamaha R15, 150cc, 149cc. So it's a 150 class, the Yamaha R15. Before that we had a CBR 150R, then it discontinued in India. And now at this time of recording this video, the most common bikes which are being produced currently are naked bikes. Surprisingly, naked bikes. So I guess naked bikes are much more practical for Indian roads, and which is true, by the way, because you get to sit more straight. You can take on bumps much more easily and effectively, and yeah, I mean, it makes sense for a place like this. It makes sense for roads like this. I would say a place, it can be any place, but for especially Indian roads, naked bikes are much more practical. Pillion rider, you can have a pillion. Hey, whenever we're gonna go somewhere. But if you're gonna be a lone rider, if you're gonna be a single rider, and you take a sports bike, then you have to be ready for that. You have to be physically fit. You have to be mentally strong, because riding a sports bike is like endurance. It is about endurance. Your back will hurt. Of course, you should know how to ride. There's so many different techniques, but the main problem is what? Backache, wrist pain, and the neck pain. So yeah, but of course, I'm attracted towards sports bike, faired bikes, sports bikes. That's really cool. And when it comes down to practicality, definitely naked bikes, man. I mean, you have seen my videos on where I drive. We have a Yamaha FZ. I forgot the name of my own bike. FZ. So it's not in my name. We shared, me and my brother, we shared it around. So that's that. And ride force, there. Sports bike, naked bike, motard. What is the difference? Yeah, most people don't even. Someone like my mom, right? Old school. A bike is universal. When you say it's a bike, it doesn't matter if it's a moped or it doesn't matter if it's the Kawasaki H2. Okay, A bike is a bike. Bike is bike. The race will give you an endless adrenaline rush. There we go. But now I really want you to focus on this part of the video. The S stands for sports, and the number, the number 1 to 3, any X number, it depends on the performance rating. It's a performance rating.
Blue is the color for the road bikes.
Blue is road bikes. Yeah, yeah.
Regardless of
N is naked. Blue is road bikes.
red indicates
Red.
racing modified bikes.
Red is racing modified bike.
Special
Yeah.
components.
S is sports category.
Pure racing performance.
Yeah, these are meant for strictly racing. They're not road legal at all. No headlights, no indicators.
Every model
There.
in this category represents
So good.
state-of-the-art.
There, no brake lights.
Green
There.
is the color for the endurance modified bikes.
Green is endurance modified. Yes.
Races.
Yeah. Green is endurance modified. They have headlights and they have bigger fuel tanks.
For night races. And
There. They have
for light
for night.
fast pit stops with time
There we go.
change and refueling.
Yeah, special tires,
Added to the
special
color
everything.
To identify the category of the bike. S
Yeah,
stands
S.
for sport bikes with
Sport bike, boom, baby. Faired, fully faired. And for naked bike. Naked bike means it doesn't have a fairing. You can see the engine.
Also known
M is
as
motard,
promotion.
off-roading.
The
If
bike tag
motard bikes, if motocross bikes was available in India, I definitely would have bought a off-roading bike, but it's not available. I mean, the Kawasaki off-roading is there, but it's way, what do you call it? It's rare. First of all, it's rare. And let's say something bad happens and it breaks down, you will not find a mechanic. And so thirdly, it is just so, since it is rare, and let's say I bought it, okay? So therefore it's expensive. Since it's rare, supply and demand, economics.
and giving your best.
So the most common bikes are naked bikes in India. Yeah, that's the most common. So FZs, Pulsar, Bajaj Pulsar,
Endurance races
Apache TVS Apaches, they are quite common. But if you're gonna say a good performance bike, this is a R15. Yamaha R15 is just common. It's common. It's so common. That's why they released Yamaha R15 in 2008 with the first version. Second version came in 2011 when I was in the 9th grade, I guess. Yeah. And third version, it was recent, what, 18, around 18, 19, 2018, 19. And the fourth version is 2020, 21, between that COVID. Look at this, the actors, they are there, really there, real pit. I mean, they're of course acting, but it's real. They use real actors with real things just to pretend that they're doing the real thing.
And how much fuel you put in your bike.
Mugello.
And 1 second.
It's interesting to see that riding, especially riding, is getting more and more common because the roads are getting better. I would definitely agree, but we still have a long way to go. Of course, I mean, America has a long way to go. I mean, what's the most Norway, Iceland, and Nordic countries? They have a long way. Everybody has a long way to go. It's all about how good you can be from where you are. Like Africa has a long way to go. Every single country in the world has a long way to go. It's all about where you are now. So when you compare it to the global average, India, yeah, we are a superpower. Come on, we're proud of this. And yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. So what these games have taught me, from all I've been talking for the last 10-15 minutes, these games have taught me, okay, the importance of knowing the theory. Of course, you know the theory, now let's apply it. Let's say you should trail brake in a corner. Okay, I know the theory, let off the head of the gas, start braking, and start accelerating when you're just in the brink of the curve, when you hit the apex. Okay, now let's apply it in real life. It's like that. So ABS supposedly it never locks your brakes, but and in a completely moss field, the green, because we here it's been raining for the past few weeks now. It rains and then it is cloudy, rains, cloudy, so everything is so wet. Everything is so wet. So I have tried, trust me, I have tried this sloping. It was moss, ABS, I hit the brakes and yeah, it was doing this, but of course it got locked, and you know, it's just so dangerous. Still, you need everything: traction control, ABS, and what do you call it, rear handbrake. You know, those bikes have handbrakes. I'm not talking about stock manufacturing. I'm talking about some slight modification that you can do. I saw this video by this moto vlogger. You know, he rides a Hayabusa. I forgot his name. JRC Films. I forgot. So yeah, he installed this handbrake in the bike. Yeah, brakes are hand. This is the front brake and the front brake, but the handbrake for the rear wheel, so that when you're climbing uphill, it locks the rear brake and you don't skid back. So I think that's a useful one. Useful. Artificial neural network agent. Whatever they did, the developers, it worked. Okay, because the AI in this game are certainly quite dynamic. I mean, it's let's say one particular AI knows the track well. You'll find it a hard time just to overtake him or her. These games are fun, man. These games are really fun. And the dynamic weather, yes, the dynamic weather. See, before Dirt 5 made the dynamic weather so much more refined and so much more dynamic. You know, snowstorm, dust storm, thunderstorm, bright sunny sky, cloudy weather, nighttime. For motorcycle racing, these games did it. Ride. First I played Ride 3. I watched a few videos of Ride 2. I haven't really looked up on Ride 1 because obviously the newer versions are better iterations of the old versions. Ride 4 was difficult. Wow. It was really hard. Even when I played it on the easy difficulty, I found it quite difficult to keep up with the AI. So, I mean, that's that. It's so cool. There. But yeah, if I want to buy a bike, let's say, yeah, everybody wants things, right? Everybody wants things. But if I have to get a bike, I would buy the one where it's an electric bike. And the only electric bike which are like world famous is the Lightning LS218, fastest motorcycle ever, excluding the Ninja H2, Ninja H2R. In fact, that bike, that motorcycle can go 400 kilometers plus. And yeah, the Lightning can go. I mean, it did go. But imagine this: you have an electric bike, but you don't have the what do you call that, infrastructure. So you have to come back to your home and charge it. And by the way, electricity problems is quite rampant around here, so that's one. And yet the customization, this video reminded me, the customization is so good. I mean, it's so vast. It's so vast. There, you can turn your bike into anything from anything. You can put your own face there. I would like to see that. There, see, look at this, Kawasaki. You can put Kawasaki in a Yamaha bike. There, see, you saw that? There. The helmet design, the rider design, everything can be changed. Damn. That. So for artistic creativity, this game can even trigger your artistic creativity. You can make a bike in that, what do you call that, a zebra, just like this, in a zebra, red, white. That is so cool. The most fun I had in this game was obviously hitting top speeds. Top speed is because, yeah, this you know, whenever we play games, regardless of how hardcore simulation it is, we know that it's a game and we cannot really get hurt. So we just go all out. And yeah, crash compilation is super fun. I do watch out my crash compilations. Wow. Boots, suits, helmet, gloves, everything. How the chain of the bike, different chain affects the torque, the tire pressure, the tire material, exhaust, everything, man, everything. Wow, so thank you so much for watching, and we're not over. No, if anybody has watched till this point in time, thank you so much for watching. We're still gonna go. We're gonna keep going.
Why we can confidently say that the bike
Wow.
rider customization
And those sparks that come out of the exhaust is those unburnt gases. Yeah, people think it's cool. Oh, it's cool that boop, 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 boop. It looks cool, but it's not actually cool. So this time, thank you for watching, and do check out these drawings. Hey, it's on Instagram. Do check out my community tab where I post some of those drawings there. You can check them out. See you next time. Bye bye.